Well, everyone, Apple is getting ready to release the next big iOS 15 update, which is 15.4, and this is actually going to be one of the biggest updates, I think, of this year so far. I think this is probably just as big as the iOS 15 update in general, and it's crazy that Apple waited this long to bring some of these features in, but it's totally okay. Now, first of all, for iPadOS 15, we are going to be getting universal control, which I think is awesome. I love seeing this type of capability, and if for those of you who don't know, it's pretty much like allowing us to control different devices with one device. You can use two Macs or multiple Macs and kind of let them side by side and transfer data here and there. I'll have a whole separate video talking about that. But for our iPhones specifically, we are getting the ability of unlocking our iPhones with Face ID with our masks on. So if you have an iPhone 12 or newer, it's not for every iPhone. I've already broken this down before. But if you have an iPhone 12 or newer, you will actually be able to go ahead and unlock your iPhone with your mask on with Face ID without using an Apple Watch or anything like that, which is actually really cool, and I'm a humongous fan of that as well. Another interesting thing, which I didn't even know, for our PlayStation 5 owners and for people who own the PlayStation 5 controller, and let's say you play a lot of games on your specific, iPhone with your controller, well, you'll actually be able to utilize those DualSense adaptive triggers for your PlayStation 5 controller for your specific iPhone, which is cool. That was one of the biggest features of the next-gen controller for our PlayStation 5s, and you can actually utilize those features on your iPhones as well. Now, there have been some improvements to the iCloud and, Safari password management as well. So for iCloud keychain notes, we can now actually add notes to a password entry and keychain, which is cool. So you can have a little bit more of, capability there. And within Safari, the password management there's also been some improvements. So Safari will not save passwords for websites when it doesn't have a login name. So it'll tell you to type in the login name instead. And I think that's another really cool thing. We also have the Apple Card widget, which you can go ahead and add to your specific home screen too. And there's actually new emojis being added as well. So those are some really big things that I can't even believe that are being added here. But there's two other features that are still being brought into iOS 15.4, and that is tap to pay. So from Apple, you're going to be able to, if you have an iPhone XS or newer, you'll actually be able to go ahead and accept payments from, tap to pay section. So without using a third-party device or anything, you can pretty much accept a credit card payment. You can accept an Apple Card payment as well. Like, there's so many different capabilities there, and that is another cool thing that Apple ended up pushing out. And we also have the ability of adding ProMotion in third-party applications. So for the iPhone 13 Pro and the 13 Pro Max, for those of you who know, you can pretty much utilize a 120Hz refresh rate versus the 60Hz refresh rate that's on the iPhone 13. And that's a really cool thing. But we couldn't really use that on any applications. We now have the ability with iOS 15.4 to actually utilize that. So developers can go ahead and unlock this feature, and we'll actually be able to go ahead and, let's say Instagram wants to add 120Hz. Well, they can go ahead and do that now with iOS 15.4, and we can go ahead and utilize that, which is so awesome. So this next update is about to be crazy. I cannot wait for it to come out, and I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.